Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is maxillary lateral incisor. The maxillary lateral incisor is a incisor cervically longer tooth as compared to mesiodistal width. When you compare it with maxillary central incisor, which is wider mesiodistally, it is in fact the widest tooth mesiodistally of all the anterior teeth. This is the mesial outline. The mesial outline is straight, but the mesio-incisal angle is rounded as compared to the mesio-incisal angle of the central incisor. The distal outline is convex or rounded. The disto-incisal angle is more rounded than the disto-incisal angle of the central incisor. The incisal edge is not straight due to rounding of the mesio-incisal and disto-incisal angles. This tooth is quite convex, both mesiodistally and incisor-cervically. The height of contour is in the cervical third. The cervical line is curves towards the root apex, but the depth of curvature is less as compared to that of central incisor. Here there are imbrication lines, and in between the imbrication lines are present troughs called pericymata. Here there are two developmental depression, the mesiolabial developmental depression and distolabial developmental depression. The contact area is located further gingivally in the incisal third. The distal contact area is near the junction of incisal and middle third. Coming to the lingual surface, the lingual surface features are linguoincisal ridge, the mesial marginal ridge, the distal marginal ridge, the cingulum, the lingual pit. There is a horizontal lingual groove which separates this cingulum and the lingual fossa. The lingual fossa is bounded by the mesial marginal ridge and distal marginal ridge on its sides, at the incisal by the linguoincisal ridge, and at the cervical by the cingulum. Sometimes from the lingual pit a linguogingival groove arises, goes to the cingulum and may extend onto the root. Sometimes there are a rare groove called the distolingual marginal groove arises from distal marginal ridge and extends onto the root. The mesial, distal and incisal outline of the lingual surface resemble those of central incisor. The cervical line curvature of the lingual surface is more deep towards the root and is deflected distally. The arc is slightly distally deviated. The arc of the cervical line curvature is distally deflected. Coming to the mesial surface, the mesial surface is triangular like the maxillary central incisor. This is the labial outline. The labial outline is convex in the cervical third, and then it becomes flat when it comes to the incisal third. Here it becomes flat. The lingual outline is convex in the cervical third and concave in the incisal two-thirds due to this lingual fossa. The cervical line curvature has less depth incisally as compared to that of mesial surface of the central incisor. The contact area is in the incisal third near its junction with the middle third, and it is ovoid and incisor cervically longer than labial lingually, and it is in the center. It is centered. Coming to the distal surface is shorter than the mesial surface. It is convex. The distal contact area is slightly more cervical, located near its junction with the middle third. The cervical line curvature of distal surface is less towards the incisal. This is the labial outline, similar to the mesial surface labial outline. This is the lingual outline. Here is cingulum. Height of contour is in the cingulum area in the cervical third. Height of contour is in the cervical third on the labial outline. Coming to the incisal aspect, the incisal aspect is rhomboidal compared to the central incisal aspect, which is triangular in shape. The labial outline, this is the labial outline, it is more convex. The lingual outline is also more convex due to more prominent cingulum. The incisal edge is not so straight. The cingulum is deflected distally. There is a single root. The root is deflected distally and has a sharp apex. The root is labilingually wider. From the labial to lingual, this measurement is wider and mesiodistally narrower. So this was all about the maxillary lateral incisor.